Hey guys, welcome back to a new Boom Beach video. I am here on my new HQ21 account. Last video, I wasn't able to get enough loot to do any of these big upgrades. I would love to do this upgrade today. However, I don't really have a lot of people on my map. And additionally, there's a lot of players I have to get through. You know, you guys tore me apart last video when I was using the Bombardiers, and you know, I came to the realization that the Bombardiers are good at a high level, but when you're a low level player, not low level, when you first get them and they're level 1 and your riflemen and your heavies are under leveled like they are in my account, you know, the Bombardiers aren't as good as you thought they were. So I'm gonna be rocking with the warrior combination. I'm not gonna do warriors every single video for HQ21. I eventually do want to start using the Bombardiers. I mean, they weren't awful as well. They still did pretty well. Second, I would say probably second combination in terms of power at this level, instead of or just under the warriors. I would choose the warriors over any Bombardier combination, and then the Bombardier combination over any other combination. Warriors are just fast. They are still super strong, and I'm going to be rocking with them until we get our landing crabs upgraded. We can put more, I think we can put more troops in there. Yeah, we could get another rifleman, which isn't that big of a deal unless you want to use the rifleman Bombardier combination. So if you guys watched last video, that was the combination I ended up rocking with at the end of the video. And I think that worked best when you were a lower level player. I still am a little sick, so I apologize for that. But I am just pumped to be on this account. You know, it's very energizing finally hitting HQ21, having a bunch of new offensive upgrades to do. A lot of people though, and I mentioned this a little bit at the start, were tearing me apart because people said that Bombardiers aren't a good combination anymore. You know, I strongly disagree with that. They just weren't as good when you are level 1 and you don't have maxed out Kavan and your riflemen or heavies are both under leveled. They're not as good, but they still are a really good combination, and as soon as we get higher up in levels, I think we'll get back to where we are on our maxed account. Last video, I was very unfortunate. I came across a lot of players who had pretty much no loot. When I say pretty much no loot, each person gave me 60,000 of each, and when I put on my resource reward, with a full boost of resource reward, I would get up to maybe like 200,000 of each, which is really bad. That's really bad. Very low loot, very hard to do any big upgrades when that's the amount of loot you're getting. Today already is going a lot better. I am seeing a lot of players that have 200,000 loot, so my resource reward would bring me up to like 500,000, 250, or 450, 250 more. So yeah, look at that, like 1 million gold. That's just what we want to see right now, and it's only gonna help me push higher to get some upgrades done. You know, the upgrades I want to do though are not gonna help me in the short term, but in the long term they're gonna help me. So that's what I have to do. I have to do those upgrades that it's a pain to do now, but in the long term it's gonna be good if I knock it out of the way now. Those are landing craft. Those are landing craft upgrades, those are armory upgrades, those are vault upgrades. You know, they don't seem like they're doing a lot now, but in the future, they are gonna be. Okay, this player has got to have like maxed out shock mines. That's insane. They lasted for so long, and we are kind of on the edge here. Alright. Very sloppy. We'll get our shocks out. I don't even think I had to shock the bottom one. It might have been out of range. Probably not. Luckily, low level flamethrowers. Not a lot of machine guns. No machine guns around the core, so it was pretty easy once we got there. But that shock mine had got to be maxed out because it shocked me for like 8 seconds. Very nice though. We took out the player. We got a lot of loot. And let's move on to the next player. Already have probably what I ended last video at in terms of loot, which is insane. Okay. This will be a nice, easy attack. Again, another player with a ton of loot. I really have no clue why there's so much more loot in the game, but I am all here for it, guys. I'm all for it. Possibly, maybe it was like Imitation Game a few days ago that got that extra boost of loot into the game. I don't know. Something happened and a lot of people have loot. Alright, maybe more people plan the weekends. That might be more like it. Level 62 goes down. And he also had a lot of loot. Look at that, 600,000 stone. That is what we like to see. And let's keep moving. We'll destroy some of these NPC bases. I'll probably max out my gold today. I would love to do my armory upgrade because I would love to get the next upgrade of Warriors done. I would love to get my first upgrade of Bombardiers done. There's a lot of upgrades I would love to do. However, it's always hard because when you get to a new HQ, you want to upgrade things that are expensive. And the armory really isn't that expensive compared to some other upgrades. And you also, when you have maxed out gold, you want to spend your gold on something that feels like you are making progress. But when you buy an armory upgrade, there's not really anything you can spend your gold on that makes you feel like you're gaining progress. Besides, I mean, that's it. Nothing feels like it, but there are things you can upgrade, like your heroes, which do help, but it's just a pain to upgrade. It's another one of those things, even more detached, where you don't really want to attack it, but you know it'll help you in the long run. We'll find a new opponent. We attacked that last guy last video. This guy has more loot, so we're gonna take it. I don't feel bad about finding new opponents that I failed on, you know. My ego has left me a long time ago when it comes to players that I'm attacking on my map. Like, if I lose to them and if they don't have a lot of loot, I'm gonna move on. I don't really care. I'm not tied to a certain player, needing to defeat a certain player. Alright, there we go. We'll get some medkits out. But if that player has a lot of loot, I'm going to keep that player on my map until I'm able to defeat him. And when I say a lot of loot, I probably mean like over 500,000 of each. 400,000 is a lot of loot, but I think I'd probably find a new opponent if the base is really hard and I can't defeat it after multiple times of attacking. But 500,000, I would find a way. Alright, this is looking good. We are very close to getting some upgrades done. 500,000 off an armor, or off a landing craft, and one more attack for the armory. So I am going to be doing my armory upgrade, and we are also going to be upgrading Dr. Gavan, because I don't know how many upgrades I have to do left of Dr. Gavan's main level, but I would love to get up there so I can upgrade and max out Dr. Gavan's second wind, which is super close, but it's still going to be a pain trying to get there. So we are getting closer though. I don't know how many more upgrades, but 5.5 million for one Dr. Gavan upgrade is super low. I also have to upgrade Bullet to upgrade energy drink because my energy drink is super low, and that is also a really good hero to bring. Okay, we can finally do our armory. Let's get that started. And I have enough loot to do another upgrade if I want to, but I think actually this will take precedence. I think what I'll do instead is spend some of my loot converting, and then 900. Oh, we're so close. So close. Probably once the tribes reset, I can convert a few more and max out my 5th tribe. And then I only have one more tribe left, the Ice Guard, until all of my tribes will give me 100% of the militia rewards, which is the only thing I'm pushing for. That's not true. I'm pushing for a lot of things, but the 100% militia rewards is gonna be it's really gonna be a game changer. For example, this NPC base is in the Ice Guard tribe, which is at 60% militia rewards. Militia, if I hit the destroy button, I'm only getting 60% of the loot. Take note, 50 or 60,000 iron. But if I scout it, I can get about 100,000 iron. So it's about 60% is what you would expect. So you want to attack NPC bases that you don't have in a tribe that is not maxed out, because then you get 100% of the loot no matter what. However, if you're lazy like me, you kind of just want to hit the destroy button and destroy it and not bother about attacking NPC bases. But it's even better when you max it out and you get more loot from hitting the destroy button. But I hope that made sense. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like as always. Let's just do this like low level flamethrower. Might as well do another upgrade, and we'll start a tribe, or we'll start a statue. So I hope you enjoyed. Drop a like if you did, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye guys.